He feels as though he's met his match made in heaven, or his match made in ancestral worship boulevard. Because after all, he thinks that the Badlozis approve this female. That's why Amalura Hakana. That's why he dreams about her like a million times a day. This little Ray cheeky. So when Temper out here is establishing exquisite, haughty emotions for Ray, when he's catching crazy feels, when he is out here diving deep into this emotionally, he's thinking that, we are birds of a feather, it makes sense. He asks himself, but why am I feeling this chick so much? But we've only been speaking for 2-3 days, but I just feel like I'm in heaven. Lights up. And then when he tries to second guess about it, this is getting too intense inside me. I've never felt this way before. He then tells himself, but all the other chicks that I'm out here busy with, they are the ones that out here threw themselves at me. And even if I did pursue them, they were never in the same industry as me. Either I met her at work, and she was also an account manager, but she wasn't a creative too. Or she was a content creator, but she was just this fluff ball that lacked any real depth. When you spoke to her, she was just a little Barbie doll, and that's all that there was. With Ray, she's a combo, and just like I'm a combo, I'm smart, I'm logical, and and put together in this particular fashion. I'm like an all-rounder nice guy, and this chick is like that too, power couple. So I can see why that's not Temba trying to justify why my feelings are my feelings are in just 3 days after meeting the Ray. In just 3 days after not meeting the Ray, but after him and the Ray, after chatting on the WhatsApp machine, right? He starts to fall head over heels, to a point where he wants to actually be exchanging I love yous, but he's apprehensive to be telling the Ray that he loves her, because I'm not about to go and tell a woman I love her that I have not seen for real. I haven't seen her personally, and I don't know if this is gonna give or take. I don't know if she's gonna like me when she sees me for real, and vice versa. I don't know if it's gonna stick like glue. So I'm just going to basically keep it with I adore you, you're beautiful, blah blah. Can't wait to talk to you again tomorrow. Chat later, what good morning, my sweet. All that jazz. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it light until Kimona. Then I Kimona, and I feel like this is it. Then I love you literally on the first date. I'm not even trying to waste any time. But Tam is already feeling like these heavy emotions. Like Hogunzima, it's a millstone. It be landing in the ocean like a sinner out here that caused God's people to sin. Yeah, you know how it's written in God's word? That if you cause any of these little ones of mine to sin, it'll be better if a millstone were tied around your neck and for you to be thrown in the ocean. The feelings of Tay are like that sinners are just sinking into the ocean. But, he's keeping it light. He's keeping it, refreshed. He's keeping it safe. Look at the leg room for disappointment. For good reason he owned. Mar, how could I tell you Mr. Tang? As to, aye guys, no, Maraganzi Maranjina. But when you fall in love. Like, this guy's out just trying to explain why she's beautiful, sure, but like, goodness, whoa. Anyway, and then every night, poopo. Dara. Dream. He's here, like every night. Oh, here, get mo. Better even than what he sees on the talk machine. Look at Facebook, look at Insta. Eventually, Tay open a little Ray. They meet Goristu. I get it, she was actually delaying for 3 months. Cherry eventually, okay? And Ray is, listen to this, okay? As guys. Hey man, it's making a little tata, my life, Sing, I want to be home. Chishambo, yeah. Swing, want to be home. How about it's a color, my life. Situation in Ayabata. Morning when I read about Tutsina, Nalady, Hobaning by a sona. Nalady, honing her and I read on a habit of Hakana. Nalady, wildly as a so. Nalady, yeah. Nalady, yeah. Nalady. Temba has not spoken to Lerere. Like, he's he's only ever gotten like the voice notes on WhatsApp. Habaso mo phone. Like, Papa, this chick has been shady. Do you understand? And then Tay Tay finally meets Ray. Alright? First and foremost, Temba is tall. Okay? Like I told you, like 1.8 meters tall. And Ray comes close to him in height. Tay Tay doesn't mind a taller chick. But you know, there's a kind of tall that a woman is and a kind of thick that a woman is that makes you wonder. Good, what's it lang mona rish? Like, I can show it's a lang mona. Like, somebody kupaling kaulu saying. Somebody kupaling kaulu. Temba meets Lorado. And Lorado's like literally inching close to him in size. And he can't understand that. Because it's like, but chick, you so petite. He's like, he's expecting to hug this woman coming down, like, I took what I say. And she's like right here on him. Temba is like 1.8 meters tall. And listen, the guy doesn't mind dating a woman with model height, okay? But it's just wrong that this chick made it look like she was this tiny little woman on social media. She made herself look petite. And Temba has a thing about petite women. He likes them. You know, Tofiana school uniform. He likes women. Cigarette bad. But like I said, he doesn't mind if she's tall, if he's really in love. But you don't get to lie to me about that. You're basically an Amazon. You're Amazonian. She's tall, first and foremost. Almost this chick. And she's almost his height. She's not his height, but she's almost his height. That's the first thing. And then in terms of her structure, right? Like, all that curvature that he saw, that he was out groping, and also that he keeps seeing on YouTube, that he keeps seeing on TikTok, that he keeps seeing on Facebook, that he keeps seeing basically. Hourglass L, Yellow Ray. Guys. He meets Ray, and Ray is like super tall. And then, also, over and above being tall, straight like a ruler. She's straight like a ruler. There is no buttock, there are no hips, and chest is orky. Like, it looks put there. Like, yeah. You can say the banana, the orange. It doesn't look like natural breast. And literally, they're popping onto the chest of someone oiling ruler. Or sinang figa. Right? That's the next issue. Ray is tall. Tembo would have been cool with a tall lady. He thought she was shorter, but you know, social media can deceive sometimes in terms of a person's height. Which is why I'm always out to highlighting that nakupalit kalo hanging around 1.75 meters tall. Gimundelele as a woman, right? Yeah. The other day I even spoke about my complexion, that what's coming off right here is lighter. But in waking life, I'm more the color of itofolax. I'm somewhere in the middle of black and yellow. So I'm not a yellow bone, but my content sometimes makes me look like a yellow bone. It is imperative to like put stuff like that out there. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. So I'm tall and I'm caramel, if you would know. Like, yeah, maybe even slightly like darker than caramel, like bordering closer to chocolate. But someone go carameling ew. Mara sister girl. Anche ule Ray. La Ray umulelele, ne? First and foremost. And Temba be out thinking she petite, because she's always just staring at everything like it's towering above her in her videos. Maybe she records herself inside a Barbie house, like a doll house, and that's why she's so sorry, not a dollhouse, maybe inside a cathedral. I did record that sister Zokwahara Cathedral. So because she's inside a cathedral, everything just looks so huge in comparison to her. So of course she's going to appear so petite in the videos. But instead, in waking life, it's more like she is inside a Barbie house, a dollhouse, and she's too big. That's Ray. Okay, so Ray. I'm on Lele first and foremost. And then Ray. And then Ray. And then Ray is straight like a ruler. Hanadi hipsi, hakuna ona swapa. Hanadi hipsi, and then a figa. Goes straight dingy. And then, what is this? Her boobs are, they look like they're not real. Like, yeah. Orange and then her shoulders are like crazy broad, like really broad, like really broad. Broad. Jay-Z said it's any football player, you know, football plays in the US. Killer Ray Mo. More feet this little metaphoric chicken, otherwise known as Lerara. Lerara on the little broad shoulders, you guys. Yeah, and then she wonders later on, you brace me with your cold shoulder. It's 'cause, girl, you had extra shoulder. I'm gonna get football play. Okay, so Lerato, okay, breathe, neck. Hey, my girl. Lerato on a little broad shoulders, okay. And they're like, you know, really broad. So she's got like a triangle shape. She's got more of a triangle shape as opposed to like an hourglass, but you know, that's Ray for you. And then Lerato, over and above Lerato having a tall height, ne? Le boobs that look kind of unreal. They don't look like the real deal. And she's also not as curvaceous as she appears on her videos, but her neck is also thick. Like she's got like literally like a thick neck. Right? But remember, Ray only started going to the gym because of Tay. Like Lerato started going to the gym because Temba is a gym buff and she was inspired by him. So she was like, look, babe, I went to the gym. I joined the gym because you inspired me. You're my inspiration. So can't nobody, like, there are women who have thick necks because they work out a lot, like a lot, and so they lift weights, and so they have a little bit of a thicker disposition to them, but only because they work out a lot. They lift weights. But I mean, I know of people who have thick necks, but who's in their fella just sitting around, just gathering time. Come on, and to know I salite. Excuse me. They're called men. scissors. Fake necks. Just cause. Genetically, they're just there. They've got fake necks. And this chick. Who's wrong? Ulerato not only has thick, broad shoulders, but she's also got a thick neck. And as Temba continues to scan up, she's also got like a very square jaw. She's also got a square jaw. She looks like Danny Bravo. She looks like Danny Bravo. But in all fairness, it looks like her. It looks like Lerato. It looks like Lerato's brother. It looks like Lerato's brother. It looks like Lerato's brother instead of Lerato and the woman. Because she even looks older. I'm sorry. So, I mean, like, the only thing that Temba can confirm here is that it is Lerato because you recognize Otto in some caricature of the woman he met online. Catfish. Listen, you guys. Una viva chuka monte muna basta niya. Masa spying skele. Sa tabor matupang kuya. And it's everybody's prerogative kung mapaso palawan. Mapapaso again so chuba tandi. Beses not lang ano kasta si niya. Ano taon na dahil. Bilang ba namin punong fase. Yilena. Okay, let's go back to talking about Lerato, chair, like taking chicken. Alam mo to, catfish, mamelang. Lerato is not only super tall, but she does not have curvature. And on top of that, she has broad shoulders, a thick neck, and a square jaw, looking like Danny Bravo. And then when she says, when she says, when she greets him, Hamud Medisa, Hamud Medis, Similine. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. She's like, hi, baby. I'm so glad to finally meet you. voice notes on WhatsApp. Lo muntu yawuthi efuna ukubithere. And she figured that uzothakatha uthemba ukuthi akhohlakele azikhohlwe abona ukuthi amthanda yena ndaba that he's dealing with a trans woman. Unanaore utlokhoza themba ka boloi o gaite bale o rale bale gore batla basadi o gata basadi mamelane. Okay, let's just calm down. Are hemeng o tlelang mamelang ne lerato ne. First of all, like I said, she's tall, hana curvature, broad shoulders, thick neck, square jaw, deep voice, big feet. That's another thing that Themba bona kwai ele hai imwa se. Regular guy. Si atas apa sari sesekana. They don't make them that big. That's Themba for you. Not Themba Lerato. She's got this big foot, these big feet. Nakupotlo fela utshega because this is not funny. Like, I kid you not. Ha itshegise ntwena. Isier man, ibotlhoko guys. Ke botlhoko man. Botlhoko. Se ke sa bona. He o tsietse. Lerato o tsietse bathong. Sister ona o kotsi guys. As a sister, ntabuti. Maro batla ba chere. O rata bo auti. And instead of coming out and asking if indoda i-grand, nge-trans lady, lotheke nozitshela ukuthi mina I'm gonna fall in love. And a person uzothanda i-personality. Uzongithanda le personality lo muntu. Uzonginqanqela i-personality. And then uzobona ukuthi kudom. Ukungirejectela indaba yokuthi mina ndizelwe ngama-X chromosome. And then this man is like, so this woman is like, ungizondela indaba yokuthi mina ngizelwe nge-XY chromosome. Ngizoziyenzana. Heteronormativity. Ngifila ngathi ayingithanda. I'm sorry. Kunezinto zi-eyelash mna kwi-eye zam. Kwi-eye zam ze-XX chromosome. Kodwa uLerato unama-XY chromosome. Kodwa udenial. Ukwi-denial. Lerato umo-denialing. Yeah. She be out here feeling like motho o tlo bona gore wa ngrata. O tlo bona gore personality ke yona fela e methara yang mo strateng. Because at the end of the day, re kopane re le birds of a feather, re flocka kaofela. But birds of a feather, they flock together. Okay? We got along like two peas in a pod. We got along like two peas in a pod. And this here dude is literally trying to like pass me up because of just a mere genetic technicality. Like what in the world? Lerato is out here, tall, thick-skinned, deep voice. Ha ajiga so, kasi go bonagala ke le Adam's apple. Matswele a teng, the breasts, implants, still fully male. Wapere roko, however. It's impossible to see the nether regions and what have you. But this chick is a trans woman. It's not a woman, it's a man. But you see, there are applications online that can change a body shape. I don't know if you guys have seen the show Orange is the New Black. Yeah, my scalp is itching. Leave me alone, okay? Like, I get to scratch it, alright? There is a guy there that acts as a female, and you would think it's a woman until you know that like trans female looks like a woman would have to compete with you. If you've seen Tu Wong Fu, Chi-Chi, unlike Patrick Swayze and who's this other black guy? Patrick Swayze and and Wesley Snipes. Like Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes look obviously like men that are wearing women's clothes. But Chi-Chi, the one whose character is Chi-Chi, it's hard to tell. She just looks like a little bit of a thicker woman. You know, like somebody who's a little bit, you know, yeah, who works out. Yeah. And Lerato is on that Chi-Chi tip. Like, yeah, she's on that Chi-Chi tip. Well, I bet it's some quaint little dress. And she's got a deeper voice. And she's trying to make it sound as if though, I mean, I'm just one of those women that has a husk. Bit of an unati, eh? And that's why I can sing. Yeah. And she's a complete man. Like, she's a total man. And there are, like I said, there are applications online that can change your body. You know that this app, like, if you go and you watch my videos, the filter, yeah, the doll, the animation that I had on CapCut, you can see the environment in the background moving. Like, it morphs, like the background morphs with the video. Because it changes, like, literally that doll's head is so small that it adjusts the size of my own head. And so therefore, the environment on the around is not edited the way that the face is edited. So you can see, like, some weird little morphed movement of lines in the background that, you know, aren't catered into the fact that my face literally became a whole, like, size smaller. Type establishment thing, and my shoulders are so much bigger on that doll when that filter is on, but it's clearly a filter. I mean, I'm not out to catfishing anybody into thinking that I look like that out there in the wilderness. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it is clearly a filter, and so when I move left and right, you can see, like, the environment on the sides also moving, like basically the world morphing, changing, like, you know, it's a dream or whatever. There are body modification applications. CapCut is one of them, frankly. There are body modification applications out there that can cinch a woman's waist, that can accentuate hips, that can bring out a buttock or bring one or make it smaller. They can make a neck narrower or thicker. They can, yeah, there are all different kinds of weird, strange filters that you find here in these streets. And the ones for body are the worst because it's easy to figure them out. It's easy to find them out because the whole environment around you moves. The whole, like, it probably is like water. It's like you're in the ocean or whatever. You move left and right and your pillow's also moving, but not in a natural way like I'm moving this pillow. It's like liquidy, right? But some apps are so good. Some apps are so excellent at concealing even the transformation of the environment, and some apps are so good in basically meshing the body mod with the background type establishment thing that you won't even see. Or in some instances, if you have a green screen in the background, like if you put a green screen in the background and you record in front of it, you can always put your own random background there, whatever you want to put in the background, while the talking head, which is you, does its own thing. So when you body mod then the talking head with a green screen in the background, the green screen won't move, of course, it'll stay stationary, while you as a person will move, therefore making it look as if though you literally look that way in waking life. You literally have that small little waist, you literally have that curvature, you literally have that kind of buttock, you have that skinny neck, you have that, yeah, wada. So somebody that out here is doing social media content with all those alterations on their bodies essentially function as the perfect catfish. And somebody that is utilizing a fetishized view or a fetishized shape or a fetishized look of a woman in order to make a whole chunk of money, but not really be that way in waking life. Okay, cool beans and bananas. Like, people in this world can do stuff like that. And it's happening across the board. Y'all know that that's a whole total thing, right? Yeah, but herein lies the Tamba, herein lies the Lerato, rocking up on their first date, well, their first official, like, meeting together date, and Tamba can see that this is Lerato, like, for real. Because it looks like Lerato, but like I said earlier, it looks like Lerato's brother. And even then, older brother, because she looks older. The person that he's meeting with looks older. Because when you grab your face and you narrow it down in your chin area, you make it like, you know, you look like those Asian children type setup thing, you're gonna look younger. Whereas an older person's face is sort of kind of filled out type establishment thing. So, I mean, with her jaw being all up in your grill, with Lerato's jaw being all up in your grill, with Lerato's jaw, natural male masculine born jaw. I'm sorry, I get to blow my nose. With Lerato's male born jaw, gawking at everybody. Well, I mean, if at all, she just shaves it down in the filters that she uses in order to present more femininely, effeminately, in order for a female, out of shape to rather be drawn type establishment thing. When she does that, it's actually something I just want to prove to you right here. I've got this app called a D-Face, right? And I'm trying to use it to create, what do you call my Bobby thing? I want to use it for the cartoonizationing of my thing, of my content, right? But it's got all these other filters. One of the filters, the first filter is comics. So to make you look like a cartoon type setup thing, the next filter is called morph. The next filter is called young. The next filter is called old. The next filter is called zombie. The next one is male. And the next one is called female. And the other one is called beautify. So I'm not going to click on beautify because when I click on it, it always just disappears. It crashes my phone. But maybe I'll click on it just to show you anyway. I'm going to put, okay, this is what the app, it's open, the app, that's what it looks like. I mean, I can't, where's the camera? My camera is on that side. That's the application over there. Okay, I want to be able, maybe if I get out, you will see better. Anyway, whatever. That's what the app looks like. So I'm gonna upload one of my videos here to show you. Now you're gonna see this environment, and I don't want you to see the whole load of it. But whatever. I'm gonna out here I'm going into gallery, and then I want to pick a video. Any of these videos here that I'm trying to edit, I've already, oh no, cancel. That's already been converted into a doll. Choose a video that doesn't have a doll in it. This is just a raw footage video. You're not gonna see it properly, man. Okay, that's as best as I can do for you, right there. Okay? If I'm gonna go choose there, and then it's gonna process, and it's gonna become a comic, right? It's going to become a cartoon, because that's the default setting that it all starts out with. That's the default setting to say, okay, fine, choose, what, take forever and a day, will you? Yeah, okay, cool beans. And then there is... So therefore, if they could find... Okay. I just wanted to mute it over there, because there's no need for you to hear the sound. So as you can see, I've converted that into a doll. Look, it's going to be blurry. There's not going to be much focus over there, but you can more or less see what I'm talking about, right? So that's been converted into a doll. You're not going to see that it's a doll. It is. I don't know why type setup thing, but it's a doll. There's really nothing I can do to make this focus. There's absolutely nothing I can do. But that's the doll. Now, I'm going to go to morph. Morph is the next one over there, and it's gonna morph me. I don't know what morph ends up doing. Oh, morph, you can move left and right, and then it morphs. I'm not gonna do it. It's not worth a while, because this is not that experiment. You can morph your nose, your brows, whatnot, your head. You can make it bigger and smaller, and what have you. So I'm just gonna get out of morph, because how do I get out of morph? Done. Yeah, young. Going into young. A younger face is a lot smaller, oftentimes. Okay, so that's the old version, the me of today. Click on young, and then it's going to try and it's going to make me young. Give it time. Can you see that? Can you see how it's made me very young? Can you see? Look, it's very blurry because my phone is... It's not going to focus. It's not going to focus. You're not going to see what it is that I want you to see. And I am not going to... In fact, you know what? Let me record my screen. And for the sake of record screen, benefit you that way. But I'm going to have to figure out at what point I'm going to have to put in this thing so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me record screen. Okie dokie. I'm inside screen record. So let's get out of here. And go back to D. So, yeah. This is the app that I'm talking about. This is me today, as you can see. Comics version. I am going to go into gallery and pick video that I haven't yet converted into a cartoon. As you can see, the first few videos I've made into cartoons already. So let me just go into this video over here. Yep. That I'm busy editing. Yeah, as you can see, makeup is falling off all over the show. Choose. And then it's going to compress. It's going to process, blah, blah, blah. What a fish paste. I can keep you entertained in the run-up too, but really I'm not in the mood. Ain't nobody in the mood, ain't nobody in the mood. It shouldn't take this long. Why is it taking long? Maybe it's because I'm also at the same time recording screen. That might be it. Okay. Done. Okay. There it is. Okay, so that's not been converted into... Okay, I'm going to reduce the volume so that you don't hear me speak. Oh, I can just... I'm not sure if that's going to mess with the mic. Okay, I just paused it. Yeah, that's what the comic one looks like. That's the one that I'm presently trying to achieve. What do you call this? Like creating a doll, because until such time that I can get UCam makeup up and running, I'm restricted. Like I put some of my money in my mom's account and she's taking forever and a day to bring it back. So that's why I haven't bought the app yet, but I'm gonna get there. So for now, editing using this. Okay? In Morph. Okay, Morph is not necessary for me to show you anything. This is just a changing... Yeah, but actually no, you know what? Morph is perfect. To show you what in the world happens when people actually changing their bodies. Like, that's the mouth. Right, okay, so this is in the center, which is the original look, right? The mouth can be made... I think that... What? Did the mouth change? Did you see the mouth changing? I'm literally moving it left and right. I can't see anything changing. Anyway, I moved the mouth to the far right. Eyes, position... Okay... Size, I just made the eyes really big, but this thing is not adjusting. I don't know why. Okay, position Y, position X. Okay, I tried to change the eyes. It doesn't look like anything is changing. Like the nose, I'm busy altering the nose too, moving left and right, and nothing is changing. Stuff should change, but it's not changing. I don't know why. Head, like Papa. I don't know why stuff is not changing. Oh my goodness, what is this dye? Oh, it's a gamble. Ugh, whatever, man. Height of the nose, position, blah, blah. What fish paste. Mouth, the dye, the size, whatever. If I go done, is this gonna alter everything? Morph. No, look, morph is not working. I changed the question. Right, and then the young, okay, this looks young. It's actually so much better than TikTok. Like, the young TikTok looks freaky. This one looks kind of realistically what a child would look like. A type setup thing. And then there are things that are just gonna be creeping the living daylights out of you, right? Okay, so old looks like an old woman. And her face gets big. Okay, this is like super creepy. I frankly think that the old of TikTok looks a lot less scary to the naked eye. Man, I'm always blowing my nose. Don't I look like some South African actress here? I don't even want to, like, who do I look like right now, guys? Come on, like, let's just be honest. I know, it's so bad. Don't I look like Palisa? Anyway, I'm sorry. No, Palisa is pretty, okay, but this here looks like Palisa. So Missy's baby mama. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, zombie. Okay, zombie, like, is whatever. Like, let's just move right past that. Male. Now, does this look like me? This is Lerato. Lerato. It's like Tamba met. This is who Tamba met. Where shall I find Tamba? Tamba met the this is Morph Reset, right? This is me. Done. This is who Tamba meets, okay? This is who Tamba meets on like social media. And then he goes to a mall to have lunch and he meets she's wearing makeup and everything. You can see that it's her. But it's not her. Tamba. The jaw. There's more jaw. There's more neck. Like, look at the neck. Look, my neck. agree because I certainly don't look like this as a woman. I just clicked on female now. I don't look like this as a woman. But this just so happens to agree that a woman's face is a lot more shaven around the chin area, right? And the neck is narrower. The cheekbones are higher. This does not look like me, like even in the slightest, okay? Like even in the slightest. Which is why I don't believe that if I was a man, I would look like this. I don't believe it. But this app just so happens to think that a woman looks like this, right? This is the original me, right? And a male version apparently is like that. But this generally agrees that a woman looks like that. That a woman has less jaw and less neck to go around. And that's what makes for feminine features. Yeah, type establishment thing. I mean, this was the perfect app to help you understand what kind of crazy catfish, this proverbial, this metaphoric Lerato Aja endured Tampa through. Okay, I'm not gonna click on beautify because every time I click on it, it gets out there. The app closes on me. Type establishment thing. So let's stop recording and go back to the original video. Okay, so you just saw that. Like, I'm so glad that I have that app. Like, I was just sitting around so ideally for this particular message that we are just recording. But you saw, according to that app, what a female face looks like. Apparently, not apparently, we definitely do have less jaw, less neck, and less shoulder, less everything else that men have in abundance. Type establishment thing. But herein lies the Lerato sitting with Temba. Not sitting, but opposite Temba. And Temba is facing what I just showed you right there, like a caricature of Lerato. But Lerato morphed her face and everything, changed herself to look like a woman, and then became this glorious, ethereal, like just absolutely feminine gorgeosity on social media. That Aja got her millions of views, millions of followers. She created for herself clout, or he created for himself clout, using app magic. App magic. And then a man pursues her, slides into her DMs, and says, here's my profile. Go and dig in there. Dive into it, okay? Take your fill of it, consume it as bigly as you want to, and then make a decision if you're okay with maybe perhaps, us exchanging notes and seeing if we can't take this somewhere. And then Lerato gets all excited, reciprocates, responds with positivity, out here, letting Temba know that it's all systems go, you can holla, like we can talk. And this guy's so stoked. He's so excited that, this wonderful woman likes me. Only to discover on a first date that comes after 3 whole months as this chick has been dilly-dallying, beating around the bush. Yeah. This 3-month down the line date that happens with somebody that lives in the exact same city as you, but it takes 3 months. Yeah. He then discovers at that date that snap, I've been catfished. But I mean, I guess he feels really dumb because he's the one that pursued, right? But he pursued based on what he saw on TikTok, on Instagram, and apparently, allegedly, you cannot lie about a whole entire life so successfully. You cannot lie about an entire whole life so successfully. Like, impilo ko yonke, as in ranging back years. But years. You can't successfully lie with a timeline going back years. Like that. You can't successfully lie for that long. Just constantly posting a lie online. Unless you suffer from some pathological disease called pseudo-logia fantastica. Unless you suffer from pathological lying that's quite frankly clinical, it is dangerous. Unless your whole life is to be a deceiver, unless you are a con artist, unless you are a determined fipster, unless all you do is pull wool over people's eyes, unless your whole modus operandi is to hoodwink people, unless that's who you is, brother or sister, yeah, you cannot succeed to lie Gaplunga for so long with a timeline out here, proliferating the lie. Unless you are a career criminal, unless you're a con artist with long cons and short cons, unless it is your day job to do that to people. I mean, this chick or dude, Aja told Tamba that she's been doing social media since she was in university, and she's not wrong. But don't nobody see on her social media that in first year, Nelly's Juzana Fela, just an effeminate guy on campus. But in second year, that's when, thanks to university life that's so liberal, this Suzana boy made a decision that, look, I'm a girl. And they started wearing girl clothes, shopping with women, and then starting a social media account based on a female persona, calling himself Lerato, because that's his birth name. That's what his mama called him, Lerato, because that's a bisexual, not bisexual, what do you call this? A unisex name. It can apply to both girls and boys. So yeah, his name is actually really truly Lerato. It's not like he is Leonard or whatever. Yeah. But ever since second year varsity, when he was 20 years old, he's been Lerato the she. And ukadile social media as a she. And when then she gets direct messaged by dudes all over these streets, she doesn't respond largely because she knows that they're gonna have qualms with the fact that he is a guy. But Temba is just such a great guy. Temba is just so awesome. Temba is just such a huge catch of find for any woman. After all, they do throw themselves at his feet. I said that. That she cannot resist, or he cannot resist the temptation to basically catfish the living daylights out of him, experimenting with personality. Experimenting with the fact that I'm gonna make him fall head over heels in love with my character, with who I am, such that he's going to glitch and twitch and have a severe problem walking away from me. Because after all, we shared those moments, we shared those memories. We spoke all that stuff, we got along all that much. We were birds of a feather, we flocked together, two peas in a pod. You can't be so shallow, Temba, come on. You're only gunning on the outward appearance. First and foremost, Temba signed up for a woman. And secondly, Temba signed up for a particular looking kind of woman, and he gets to make a choice based on what he sees. It's his option. It's his preference. He gets to. It's his life decision. The guy was also thinking, if this goes well, I'm gonna pop a question gas stands and I'm going to American Swiss. I'm gonna go buy a rock, yo. Cause this is Lignalo. Alright. Temba was literally thinking nuptials all up in this grill. Like wedding bells were ringing in the guy's ears. And then he meets with this Amazonian Godzilla that claimed it was a woman. Yeah. The be-all and end-all of utmost catfish, I would imagine that Temba would probably be very upset. In some instances, people could get violent when they're that badly deceived. When they're that badly catfished. When you let a person fall violently in love with you, only to discover that who you truly are is literally the very opposite of what this person ever wanted. Who you really, truly, and genuinely are is diametrically opposed to what this person wanted. Your true nature that will inevitably get uncovered is diametrically opposed to what this person wanted. Temba is a heterosexual, hot-blooded male, and he wanted to fall in love with a woman that he would then ultimately make a wife. And when he saw Lerato on social media, he was like, where else am I gonna find a woman? There's no one like this in my office, in the church I go to, the circles I frequent. Aulam serioso, unless I basically go out on a limb and experiment on pursuing a woman from the internet, I'm not gonna find somebody just hovering around my ecosystem. The internet is there for us to meet people that we would under normal circumstances not meet. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna pursue this woman. And he does just that, only for him to be met with diametrically opposed presentations of what he thought he was signing up for. The very be-all and end-all of cat fishing. Yeah, the very be-all and end-all of cat. Lerato is irresponsible because Lerato ought have foreseen as a reasonable man, because Kimona, as a reasonable man, she ought have foreseen, or he ought have foreseen, that this could end really badly, and indeed, he did foresee it. So much so that he delayed meeting Temba. And because of having foreseen that this could happen, he ought therefore have just let it go. Because Temba in his profile did not put out there that he is content to swing both sides, both ways, and he's okay to be with men that dress like women. He just wants women. That's Temba's preference. Do you understand what I'm saying? So upon seeing that that's who Temba is, Lerato should have just ignored his direct message, or after just 2 days of chatting, be like, I can't do this because the Mudrona is just gonna get out like Papa. They're gonna pull out my hairs. They're gonna punch me in. They are going to harass me for the rest of my days. They're going to expose me on social media as not being a real man, a real woman. Udonta account yaga just because he's really angry. And this is my livelihood. Lerato ought foresee how this could unravel. And so back off, right? Yeah. But sometimes people so desperately want something that does not make sense that they're willing to literally morph themselves into someone they're not, just to get something that cannot possibly be theirs in the normal light under ordinary circumstances. Catfishing people, hoping not to get caught, when the thing that people are diametrically opposed to is so stark and so glaring when you meet them in waking life, that one could only ask themselves, how under heaven did you ever anticipate you would ever get away with this? How did you ever imagine you could ever get away with this? Because, I mean, goodness, you cannot put a filter on your whole body. Sitting opposite me at a pizza parlor, I'm gonna see that square jaw. I'm gonna see that Adam's apple. I'm gonna hear that manly voice. I'm going to understand that I am sitting next to him opposite a man, and I am straight. I am going to know that those breasts are not real. And I'm also going to know that I can't carry on like this. So why would anybody imagine that this would basically be a meet between two people that have never met before, okay? That would result in hours of conversation over good lunch and chatter, ending with, I'm so glad that we